All right, so all this planning and thinking and rethinking and thinking again and screwing things up and rebuying and all that stuff is now come to fruition. So now I get to have the fun part, which is to actually put the stuff in the room. So I'm going to lay down Swisstrax flooring here today because I got the walls painted, ceiling's done. I don't have lights yet, so I'm probably going to run out of daylight here. But I'm going to lay the tile, and then I've got to go get a table saw. We'll see what the cuts look like, but I think I'd rather do it with a table saw. It'll just be much cleaner. And then I haven't done the baseboards yet. So what I wanted to do was put the flooring in first, and then figure out what I'm going to do with the baseboard. Somebody had suggested they do some Trex decking, which would be kind of cool to put down as a baseboard. I don't know, we'll see. I got to get a sample of it, see what it looks like. But this room, again, if you haven't seen the other videos of my thought process on what went into all this, this room is 19 feet wide by 13 feet deep. The wash area is out here, so all the washing will be done where basically where you're sitting, where the camera is. The pressure washer is going on this wall. CR spotless deionizer going on this wall. I plumbed it up through to there's a boom pole, so I have sort of instant on water at all times. And so the electrical is all in. So now I need to get it sort of wired up and finished up, and I'm still waiting for my lights. So today I'm going to do the Swisstrax flooring. I've been holding off, doing everything in my power to hold off and wait and do the flooring when the paint was done, so I didn't mess any of it up. So now I finally got that done, and we're ready to go. In case you're wondering, the paint I use is Benjamin Moore. The Ben line, and I like flat paint. I don't like satin, except for on the trim. I like satin paints on the trim. I did an eggshell on the ceiling and then flat on the walls. And this color that I did is called AC25 or Harbor Gray. This is the same color I had in my house that I sold. So it's a light gray. I didn't want to go too dark in here because I don't want it to feel so confined. Plus, I'm going to have some black flooring and black cabinets, so I wanted to sort of offset it with some lighter shaded walls. Anyway, let's walk through this, and I'll show you what's up. Okay, so just to give you a quick little look at what the sort of contrasting colors look like, the walls and ceiling. Again, the wall is Harbor Gray from Benjamin Moore. It's flat. It's still drying. I can't wait. I need to get moving on the flooring. Too pumped about it. And then the ceiling is just Benjamin's base white with a eggshell sheen to it. It's just a slight sheen. There's where the pressure washer is going. Let's see my system that I set up here. The plumb. Still haven't figured out what we're going to do for water. Water's obviously coming in here, but what kind of piping I'm going to do. There's my 30 amp 220 coming in, and then all the other wiring. So what we got is slate gray, which is the same color I had in my other garage. I actually ordered some of the pearl stuff. I didn't like it as much. So we got slate gray, and then the black rubber tracks, which I'll show you how that's gonna go here in a second, from Swisstrax. I'm telling you people, this stuff is awesome. I used to be a concrete only kind of guy. If you don't know my garage story, I did some epoxy flooring. Yeah, I woke up one day and decided, you know what, I really need to do some epoxy. And I want to do something to the floor. and I wanted to do polished concrete in my garage at my other house. And it turned out to be a disaster because the guy came and we tried all different kinds of things, and let's just say that I'll never do epoxy flooring ever again as long as I live. I'm sure it can be done right, but I discovered the whole Swisstrax flooring thing because it was a band-aid to cover up the messed up epoxy. The great part about it is it doesn't, well, here's the rubber tracks. The great part about this flooring is it doesn't show, like you can't see dirt underneath it. So rubber tracks is more pliable than the typical rib tracks, which is all plastic. So this is, so here's a comparison. So here's the plastic rib tracks, and then this is the rubber tracks, which is more pliable. So the basic premise here, and you'll see this in the video, but the rubber tracks is going to go here, and I'm going to take the rubber tracks down in a T, and it's going to tee over in front of the workbench, because when you stand on it, the difference between the two is pretty significant. It's just sort of anti-stress mat like, I guess you could say. I didn't want to do it all in black because it's just a little too much. So I'm going to break it up. So all you really do is just snap this stuff together. So I'm going to bring it, and I forgot to order the edge pieces. So I'm going to bring it right up to the doorway with edge pieces. I have a couple, I think, somewhere. All right, so I'm going to put these over on the edge by the door so that it doesn't interfere with the door. And then I'll get some black ones here. So I'm going to start here and just kind of start laying it down, and we'll figure out. We'll figure it out. So the rubber snaps together super easily. Wow, I think this is going to fit exactly. I can't be that lucky, can I? Yep, all I need to do, actually I don't need to do anything. It fits in there tightly, perfectly. It is like hotter than you could possibly imagine. It's not even the heat so much as it is the humidity. I mean, it is. I mean, I'm sweating crazy. I haven't even done anything yet. Let's go this way. That way it's easier to lay. Yeah, the rubber tracks is a little gentler, so it helps if you don't force it, because everything's rubber, including the joints. And even though I got drywall dust, not really dust, but just sort of spackle buildup, it won't matter because you can't see under this because it's 3/4 of an inch thick. I still have to pinch myself at some of this stuff. It's just so cool. I mean, this is This is my dream, to be able to just sort of do stuff like this. I know it's so simple, but you gotta build what's in my head. Now, granted, this pole barn was already here. I would have never thought to build this. So I'm just sort of making best use out of this area, but it's all coming together like I've been thinking about for well over a year. And I always wanted to do a dedicated wash bay. That was always part of the plan. But actually getting to do it, it's just crazy. Crazy to me anyway. And I'll mention this, now don't freak out. The garage, I've decided, I hired my architect, sent him the ideas. It's gonna be 50 by 40, not 36 by 90. But I'm gonna build it in a modular fashion so that if I stayed here forever and I was fortunate enough to have a bunch of cars, that I could add on to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, crap. One short. That's great. And you'll see the difference in a minute here. When you lay down the rib tracks versus the rubber tracks, you're just a lot more aggressive with it. But once you get all the flooring in, it just sits, sort of pressure fits against the wall. Now up north, you have to be a lot more cognizant of expansion and contraction. Here, not as much. There's pole box straps. There's not enough room. I know this isn't the right tool for the job, but all my tools are all over the place, and some are packed away, some are out, some are not in the trailer. So just grab the first thing that will cut. I'm not worried about getting this all dirty. My feet got all this white stuff all over them from the drywall dust, but I'm gonna be drilling holes and mounting stuff. It's gonna be a while before this is really clean.
Another dead spider?
Is this a little spider or a big one?
Big.
Ooh, let me see him. Turn him around so I can see. Oh, you're making friends? You're putting two of them together?
Yeah.
Careful.
I think this is their...
Wait, hold on still so I can show them. Ooh. There's the one around.
Yeah, let's do the gray. Black one's tricky.
What?
No, we need the black ones, Kate.
The black ones are tricky?
Yeah, the black ones are tricky. We need these. We need the black ones, Kate. Hey, get them out of the way. You gotta handle them one at a time. This is messed up.
Hey, I have another one now.
I don't need that angle. I got cam right there. I need it in here.
Oh, my bad.
Mom, can you check this? I don't know the garbage. Yep. Oh, the garbage. Bad job. Bad job.
Bad job, who, Mommy?
Bad job, Mommy. You made it where you can get out.
Well, he's not gonna hurt anything.
Well, he's not in the movie. I'm gonna get him down.
So what do you do with that little crack left?
Cut it.
Cut pieces?
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm not down. See? See the gun.
Oh shoot, Ron.
Let me get him down.
Kate, are you helping?
Oh, Kate, come here. Come here. Come here. Look at the giant spider. See it? See the spider?
Don't put a spider on your sister.
I'm not. I'm just gonna knock it.
Okay.
Watch this.
Kate was all set up in her fancy clothes.
Well, I was gonna do 4th of July pictures, but she decided to scream the whole time, so we haven't done any yet. It's like she sees me get up my camera and she starts screaming.
Yeah, I would too.
Oh, zip it. Kate, what are you doing over there? Miss Thing. That's Mama's camera. No, ma'am. Let me see how you smile for the camera, Kate.
No!
That's what I thought. Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit sticky.
Oh yeah, so humid.
The spiders climbed on my boot. Then it climbed back on. Oh, me.
Here, Kate, hand it to Daddy.
Daddy.
Hand it to Daddy.
Dad, the spiders climbed on the floor. Who wants to see what the spiders do? Yeah, Dad.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
The spider's inside the garage.
Kate's a better helper than you, Rod.
Oh, Ryan has too much fun with spiders. Ryan, can you show me your spider?
No.
We'll get a picture of
Hey,
it.
don't poke that in the thing. On my new floor.
I knew. I'm gonna put it there. He just walked in.
You tripped?
No.
No. Here, Kate, can you go put these in the trash? You go put those in the garbage. One at a time.
Kate, you like the spider? Yeah. Oh, Kate loves the giant spider.
Put it in the trash can, Kate. You just passed it. Trash can.
Kate, the trash can's right here.
Good girl. Thank you, Ryan.
No.
Put it in there, Kate. Oh, Daddy. In the trash can.
No.
Why not?
Right here.
Right here?
Right.
Why?
Oh, sorry, Daddy. I'm supposed to be filming you and I'm filming our kids.
Fine. You got enough. So here's what we got. This is where the rubber meets the plastic. And around. So you need to cut all those tile. And then we'll do this whole section here in gray. All right, I'm gonna show you what I need your help with. You gotta stomp these down for me.
What?
You gotta stomp all these down for me.
Down the front.
I'll show you. I'll show you. Yep. Just wait. All right, stomp it down. Step right here on the edge. Make sure it fits in nice. You just step on it. Like this. With your feet. You get it? Oh, watch out.
See you later.
All right, people. It's Sunday morning. Should be at church. I'm not. So I'm gonna set up my little ghetto table here. You get a little bonus unboxing. They didn't have the piece that I needed. They didn't have the sawhorse in stock. I tried to buy the one off the floor, but they wouldn't let me do it. You know, I'm gonna say I've needed one of these, but I've wanted one of these for a long time. I've rented them a couple of times. I'm gonna need to do the baseboards. I'm gonna have stuff to do in the home theater. So, and then I'm gonna do the Swisstrax in the main garage. So I figure rather than driving to Home Depot, and I'll probably spend $300 renting one, using Michelle's car and the whole thing. At least that's the internal justification that I use to buy this sucker. And part of the reason why I never bought one before is because I didn't know where to put it. Probably won't need that. And I was probably too poor to buy one. You know, I wanted Milwaukee, but they don't. DeWalt makes the best miter saw, other than maybe Bosch. From my little bit of research, this table's not going to be happy with this thing. Now that we can lift this, turn it to 0, pull that out. I don't think I need any of this for this project. Oh yeah, there's the bag. That'll be cool, helpful. This is the DWS 780, which I'm gonna need to do the Swisstrax. And this is, from what I can tell, one of the few saws that does 16-inch cuts. So we're gonna figure that out here. The bigger question is, how do I lift it up? Safety right here. I knew we'd eventually figure it out. It's right here, there's a little pin. So now we can go like this and then pull it all the way across. I'm still gonna have to make 2 cuts. I mean, a table saw would probably be better for the Swisstrax, but so now I need to swap out the blade. Because I got this other blade that's specific for plastics. This doesn't fit on there. All right, there's a little button over here. It would help if I just read the directions. This locks the blade. Loosen. Alright, take this off. Now that I know how to do this, shouldn't take as long next time. Here's the blade. Here's the new blade. It's sad that I don't like that this doesn't match. this back on. Oh yeah, it's opposite. Lock this blade in. Okay, so as we go down, boom. Let's go boom, boom. Just think that this thing's not stuck to the table. All right, so here's how you do this. It's been a while, so this is the first one. We'll see how it goes. All right, so the tile needs to go in like this because you have the clips here. So you have the female and the male, and then we need a female here. So your natural tendency, and I've screwed this up many times, is to make a line here and cut. But what you have to do is flip it around. And then what I found is that these little pieces here, the little female clips, give me enough room to have, you know, some expansion contraction space. See, I'm going to be able to fit under the drywall anyway. Maybe not. So I need a little bit of space. I wanted to fit it in there and two for a little expansion contraction. So I got myself a little marker and against the wall, I'm going to go like this and like this. So I made my mark. I should get a black one for these tiles, but I got a silver one so that I could see the on the black tiles. And then, now remember, I needed this side here. So I'm going to cut on the other side. That way I can trim it if I needed to. So I'm going to cut. Let's see, where's my blade come down? Right here. So I'm going to cut on the outside of this thing. So let me get my, this will probably be pretty helpful to clamp it down so it doesn't move. Yeah, so I'm going to cut on the outside of the line and then we'll kind of see where it goes. All right. Flip it, almost gets there. You know, a table saw would be better for this, but this back in. I'm gonna. Okay, so here's the piece that I need. Cuts it nice and clean. Almost like I know what I'm doing. So we lift this up. So what we'll do actually is just pull on this. Put the tile in. Snap it down. And we're good. I actually want to cut it a little bit tighter. The baseboard will cover that up. Cool. So you can see the wall is a little crooked and I'm a little bit off the wall, but again, having a little expansion is not a bad idea. Let me give you a little more ISO. So this here, there's about a finger gap. The gap is increasing because the wall is changing in size. So you could make the cut at an angle if you wanted to. So we'll do a couple more of these. I'll show you how that works. And then, again, the baseboard's going to stick out to here, so it'll cover up that little bit of gap because the wall is sort of curved inward slightly. So in other words, it started out here and then it's coming at an angle, which, so if you're using the square, then that's problematic. So remember to flip the tile. This is where you'll make a mistake. So you do this, so this is the way it goes in. I'm gonna flip the tile over, then get my spot. Here so you can see what I'm doing. Thing because the saw is going to be straight. So I'm going to make my big cut with this end. I'm going to give a little bit more slack this time because the blade takes out a good chunk of material. Torque this down. Keep pressed up against. Side one. Actually, it works a little bit better if you move faster. So we got a nice cut. See, it heats it up if I move slower. Let's go put it in. See if this one's a little more accurate. This one's a little better. Good. All right, so let's do this one. So you can see once you get rolling, it doesn't take long at all to sort of blow through this thing. What you doing? You laying down the Swisstrax?
Yeah.
You laying down the floor?
No, Pizza.
Yeah, push it all the way up against the edge. Get some more. Get some more pieces.
Why? Yeah. Pizza.
Show me. Show me how you measure. Show me the measuring. Good job. Get it nice and square. Good job. What are you doing, Kate? Kate, what you doing? Are you laying down some Swisstrax flooring? Who is that? You got it, Rye? All right, let me cut this last piece and then we'll do it. And you're gonna vacuum up all that junk. Do you think you can do it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Look, we need to vacuum out all this stuff. But first, let me cut this piece. I need to cut one more piece, okay? Yeah, you can get that all ready. Hey, Kate. Are you doing some measuring? Kate, do you like the Swisstrax flooring? Yeah, you can use that. Bye-bye, Kate.
Come see Daddy. Come over here. Can you wave to everybody? Wave to the camera.
Hi, everybody. Pigtail's getting big. Pigtail.